What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Babel On Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel. I am joined by Felipe, TJ,
Hi,
and Antonio.
Good morning.
We're just here babbling on. We're going to talk about some music a little bit more. We're going to talk about Twitter transforming to X, and we're also going to talk about the Ark of the Covenant and everything going on with that.
Sweet.
Be sure to stick around, like, subscribe, come hang with us.
Wait till the end because we got two big announcements to make.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Come hang with us. Guys, you know what I've been thinking about?
No.
That's impossible. Go ahead.
I've been thinking about secular songs that sound like worship songs and worship songs that sound like secular songs and how it's just kind of blending. So what are some secular songs that
That's
you guys...
wild because TJ texted us that question.
Well, ever since he texted that, I've been thinking about it. So don't come at me, bro.
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you for giving credit to where credit is. You know what? My idea is our ideas.
Yeah.
It's like it's a healthy marriage with
like
everybody.
It's like socialism.
So comrade.
Hey, you know what? My income level socialism sounds pretty good right now. So if I can get bumped, I'm all in. Just kidding.
All right.
Not advocating for communism. I know that's a hot topic. Don't interrupt me.
Oh, sorry. I'm not.
So what was the question again? I forgot.
I was about to ask, what question is it?
Okay. What are some secular songs that sound like worship songs? Go ahead, Antonio.
What would you classify worship song outside of like it's talking about Jesus?
Feels like made for church.
Feels like it's made for church.
I'd go with that answer.
When I had this idea, when I was looking at songs, I was listening to a song in specific, and then I'm going to play it. And at one point in the song, I was like, I'm about to raise my hands in the car. And and when I was looking at the lyrics, it could be played in church, I think. But Antonio,
No, keep on. I'm really curious. Yeah, I'm really curious on yours.
Go ahead.
This is a 90s band, like classic 90s alternative rock band, the Goo Goo Dolls. The Goo Goo Dolls. And they have a song called Iris.
Yeah,
and
that's one of like two songs that I know about.
There's...
What's the other one?
I forgot the name, but as soon as I
oh gosh, I already played it early. But I was trying to click on the Goo Goo Dolls so you can see.
Dizzy Up.
Black Balloon's a good one too. But this album's incredible. This is Dizzy Up Girl. The album came out in 1998. What were you doing in 1998, Daniel?
Being born.
My gosh, you're 9 yet.
Were you into hard drugs?
I was 1.
You were 1?
Yeah, I was born in 97.
I was 6.
I was 10.
10?
I was
you
playing.
Were ancient.
I am ancient.
Were you into hard drugs yet at that time?
Not yet. But if I was like 9, the 90s went quick. The grunge scene. No, so I'm going to play this Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, and I just want you to imagine you are sitting in a church or standing in a church service, and there's...
Or sitting. It's
sitting.
okay to sit.
No, you got to stand.
Well, you got to stand.
You got to stand. We're going to talk about some stuff later.
Yeah.
To enter the presence of God, you have to stand. So this is Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Prove it.
Listen to this, and I'll break some lyrics down in a second. So, what do you feel about Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls? I'm going to read you some lyrics here in a second. Because
amazing song.
I didn't know that was the name of the song.
Not idea.
Or the band.
Have you ever seen the live performance? It's
Mm-mm.
raining. I think it's, what's the really famous music venue, festival that happened in the 60s?
Woodstock?
Oh, Woodstock.
Woodstock 98, which was actually horrible. They did a documentary about it. I think it was Woodstock 98. I could be completely wrong. But they're playing this live, and it's raining, and it's...
Wow, feels like church.
The spirit was moving.
Spirit is moving.
It was definitely spirit-led.
I mean, look at some of these lyrics.
Not the actual spirit of God, but some spirit is
Maranatha,
You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, Jesus. And I don't want to go home right now. All I can taste is this moment. I've definitely seen that in a lyric in a worship song. The vibe of this song is full, just complete worship.
Yeah.
You can't fight the tears. That ain't coming. Or the moment of truth in your lies. That's a little bit, a little weird.
All right.
I can imagine that song.
I just want you to know who I am. God
God
I want
talking
you
to you?
to know. Yeah, maybe.
God talking
Okay.
to you. Want you to know who I am, maybe.
No, but when I was driving around in my car the other day, I
pull
literally
over?
put my hands in the air. I was like, this song could be a worship song.
Did you cry?
This song has moved me before. This song is incredible. Iris Goo Goo Dolls is probably definitely top 10, probably top 5 best alternative rock songs of all
Can
time.
we talk
It's really
about what this girl was doing, because her socks are so dirty in the album cover.
Oh, I thought it was
The album
weird.
cover,
She was playing Woodstock.
Oh my god.
her socks nasty. Look at this.
Man, that girl is in every 90s movie I've ever seen. The pixie black haircut.
Yeah.
She's like smoking cigarettes and she just doesn't care about other people, but really it's because there's something else going on inside her.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Abandonment issues. Yeah.
What about you, Antonio?
Me, so I went classic too.
I
I went.
Everybody's
Daniel,
judging me.
what were you doing in 1999?
Never mind, I can't say that.
Okay,
I was 2.
he was pooping his pants.
Yeah.
You were at what? You
I was
12,
playing.
11, 12?
I was 9 to 10. I was playing
In 99?
soccer. 99. Yeah, I was born in 88.
Look how old he looks now.
88. Anyways,
I'm an 88 guy. Come on, man. I could be a father.
80s kid?
I could
Be a father. Look at my skin. I'm
I
still
don't claim
kicking.
90s. I grew up in the 2000s, even though I was 92.
all right. So mine's is Creed,
Creed.
because who doesn't like Creed?
There's
Higher.
like 3. Okay, that's, yeah. With Arms Wide Open, Higher, and one last breath.
I have 3 songs by Creed. I have Higher with Arms Wide Open, and then Higher again from a different album.
I am going to agree with you because of how many bands sound like Creed that were
Yeah.
Christian, like Third Day. I can't think of anything.
Mercy Me?
1,000 Foot Crutch.
Not-
Mercy Me a
not-
little
little
bit.
bit, but
He has
not-
too good of a voice.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
play it if I
That's
want to
fair.
hear it.
Go for
Let's
it.
go.
I'm going to start worshiping.
So I'm going to read you guys a couple lyrics now. From my life I live when I'm awake.
Are you crying?
Let's go there.
Are you crying?
No. Let's go there. Let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's ask, can we stay? Can you take me higher? What's higher than right now? Heaven. I should preach. Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see?
Because Jesus healed the blind.
Exactly.
Healed the
Exactly.
blind.
And there's no deformities or disabilities in heaven because everything's made perfect. Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets?
Oh.
Oh,
You know how much
Don't think
drugs
I
Creed
ever-
did?
I don't think I ever listened to the
Also,
lyrics.
the Goo Goo Dolls did not perform at Woodstock. This was just live in Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
It's almost like Woodstock.
yeah.
Nice. Nice.
But what? 45 million views on YouTube.
It is good.
What about you, Ben?
I kind of went with one I found today while I was researching this. Lana Del Rey, "Say Yes to Heaven."
Okay.
It kind of felt like a Bethel, like charismatic, like.
Definitely Kaylee Heigenthal or whatever her last name
Oh
is.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, she's got big Lana Del
spontaneous
Rey.
moment. It kind of felt like a spontaneous moment.
Yeah.
So let me just play the vibe of the song because the
I
lyrics.
don't know the song. I know Lana
lyrics-
Del Rey and I know her vibe. So
Lyrics are just like the same, but I mean
It's
the
you
title
repetitive?
in it. Yeah, the title.
Well,
in
just
it,
like worship song.
just like worship song, and the title in it.
Let's do the bridge again, please.
One more time.
Just the
One more
voices this time.
Just the voices. Let's build it back up. Intro. All right, here it is.
Have to fall away. I've got my eye on you. I've got my eye on you. Say yes to heaven. Say yes to me. Say yes to heaven. Say yes.
Doesn't that sound
Yo.
like half of the spontaneous songs that
I-
come out of Bethel?
I'm not gonna play it
does.
now, but after
Really
this,
does.
I'm gonna find. There's a song by Hillsong Worship, Taya.
Yeah.
That she sounds just. Man, Lana Del Rey has 53 million.
Oh my gosh, she's
follow-
amazing.
Like, Coldplay. She is.
She is amazing, and I actually found that song through an EDM playlist I listened to, and I was like, you know what, let me look it up, and then I looked it up, and I was
Do
like,
you have
oh
LED
my God.
lights around your TV?
I used to. I used to have it around my room.
That's also very
I did
true.
like a whole perimeter thing. My God, it was.
Did you make the
phenomenal.
fake clouds with LEDs?
No,
on it?
but that I didn't have that
I
idea.
thought about
He
doing
actually
that,
takes
but I'm
the
too
church's
old.
fog
I'm too
machine
old to do
Uh-huh.
and puts it in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Such American boy thing.
It's wonderful. I actually have LED.
Oh
like,
yeah,
light bulbs.
right. What's your song, Mr. American Boy?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, man, guess what? Coldplay.
That's cheating. That's cheating.
I
Let me guess. Is it?
Coldplay's almost evangelistic.
Coldplay and U2 have influenced like
So
modern
many.
day worship, especially
Yes.
like the mid 2000 like 2005 to 2015
Mm-hmm.
range.
Yeah.
They influence all the music that we play. So it is a little cheating, but if it's the song I think it is.
Is it Yellow?
No, it's
A
fixed.
Sky Full Star.
Fix
The
you.
greatest
Yeah.
the greatest
The
please let me talk for a
worship
second. The greatest build up of all time.
It is really
It's
good.
the greatest build of any song in the history of the world. It is. Please play it.
I'll play
Can you
it.
play? Can you play just the part I want?
Well, it depends.
I don't care about your version.
Welcome to TJ's podcast where TJ calls the shots. We're all here for TJ.
It's
So I'm gonna play. Okay, let's see this section.
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
All right, this is my
Gosh.
song. It's so good.
It's such a cheat code.
So good.
It is
Yeah.
so. It is really
The
good.
best.
I was on like the sign. I was on so many Coldplay songs and U2.
Uh-huh. Coldplay just aged so well. I feel like
It did.
I feel like their first songs a little bit too Brit for me.
Brit?
But, yeah, a little bit too Brit pop. I
He
mean,
can say that. He's from there.
no.
No, you can't.
Just a fan of the soccer. But they just evolved into more and more what they wanted to do and the message that they wanted to send. And that's what I love most about bands when they start being more passionate about what they're doing and that passion shows through their music.
Thanks.
That's why I love NWA.
NWA.
I really like the lyrics
Great
of the
movie.
song. So I really like the lyrics of the song
great movie.
specifically. Like lights will guide you home and ignite your bones.
Yeah, it's cheating.
I know.
Go, man.
So I would try to fix you. It's so good now. Like tears is streaming down your face. It's pretty much that moment you raise your hands and crying
Bro.
eyes off.
There's so many
Come to
songs
Jesus movement.
that
Come to Jesus moment.
worship music in itself has become a genre.
It has.
So it's
it has.
influenced.
It's
I know
become
a lot
it's
of
become a
worship.
style that you play. It's become it's just everything.
You know what I think someone needs to do is to literally take modern day worship, maybe like the worship now is a little bit, I'm not saying, because gospel is already itself in a genre, and I think like Maverick City is huge right now, and like gospel in itself is, I feel like not going to be, but if someone could take like 5 years ago worship and just make secular songs out of it, I think it would do very, very well.
Yeah. Well, there was a trend on TikTok a little bit ago that they would take secular songs and
Make
do it
them worship?
style.
Oh, I see that guy doing
Yeah.
that.
And I
And
was
it's so good.
and you immediately know that it's worship music because of the style. The lyrics are so far out there.
There's going to be a worship there to be like, worship's not a genre.
It is. It is.
Kinda.
It is. And that's okay. You can lean into that.
It's good music.
For the longest
We're
time,
not singing "Shout to the Lord" anymore.
It's true.
Shout to the Lord. All the-
I mean,
what was
that was a
What was
bop.
that? Days of Elijah.
That was a
Days
really
of
good
Elijah
one.
was.
Hillsong. Hillsong, like
No, they didn't.
that was Hillsong. Shout to the Lord. They wrote that.
Oh, look, I was
1994.
Days of Elijah.
Oh,
though.
I've played that song
These
so many
are
times.
the days of Elijah. Yeah, that's also a
Absolutely.
bop.
Oh,
so good.
All right.
Speaking of worship, tell us about the Ark of the Covenant.
it's a device. Let's say it's a holy device. Let's put it like
Throw
that.
a picture of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a picture so you can
We'll
Take it
kinda
from
have
Indiana
a
Jones,
image.
Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, the Indiana Jones Ark of the Covenant it's almost like loyal to the real thing. The way that they put it together, it was really like it's very close to the specification that God gave to Moses to build the Ark of the Covenant.
And it houses the Ten Commandments. The
It
law.
does. It houses the Ten Commandments. It houses a little portion of the manna, and it's a branch of olive, something like that. I don't remember specifics right now, but I can.
Olive tree.
It's that is that one that sprouts. I don't remember, but
Move past it,
we can just I can just bring more information later. But the idea here that I'm going to talk about is like the care around the Ark of the Covenant. It was something really important, like how you care the device. So I'm going to read a little bit here. So Numbers, the book of Numbers, chapter 4, verses 15, and also chapter 7 and 9, it specify that only the Levites, specifically the family of Kohath, were asked to carry the ark. So it has to be a specific bloodline. And then, yeah.
Because the Levites are priests.
So they had this traditional, running on through the bloodline. And like they have to wear specific garment to be able to not be exposed to the power of the ark.
It's like armor, right?
It's like an armor.
Lead
Like
plates.
it's a plate with stones on the chest and everything.
Like
So-
X-rays, lead plates.
Yeah, something like that. So they literally using poles to kind of they have those kind of rings in the bottom sides of the ark. So you transpass a pole between them, so you carry them like a 4-man, one in each corner. So and they have to carry them. Like I imagine the job of making kids on this bloodline just to carry the ark.
Hey, little Timmy, you're gonna need to squat some more.
People have been having kids, making them do things for
Just for a purpose,
Tails
like
all the
you
time.
were born to carry the ark, my friend. That's your
That's your
mission.
only job.
That's the only job in life.
Honestly.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds nice.
And we can see it again here in Joshua 3 and 4. So when the ark was on the move, it usually went ahead of the people. So and they were kept a distance about 1,000 yards between themselves and the ark. So the ark is right there, 1,000 yards from you, and then the people come walking behind those 4 guys in the front carrying the ark. So all this care and everything just to symbolize how powerful this was.
That's a little over 10 football fields, isn't it?
1,000 yards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a little?
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Not over that.
Yeah.
It's kind of far.
Very fun.
So and a lot of people speculate like it was a Ark of the Covenant, a alien device, like you mentioned before. Like we've seen
I've
this
never
through
heard
the
that.
History
Never-
Channel.
No.
I have like, let me read something. This is I was looking at some website.
Alien device.
It's like
That's too funny.
it's for those who subscribe to the ancient astronaut theory. This is a given, and there was reasoning. Even if you don't buy into
I do.
it, make a certain. When Moses was summoned to Mount Sinai, some believe it wasn't God he was meeting, but rather that he was taken aboard a spacecraft.
Oh my God! Hang on.
Holy.
Hold on. That's a little far. Hold on.
It was not the Lord who made the 10 Commandments.
It
Oh
was
my
Zorb.
God.
Boy
Well,
Stitch.
It was Zorb.
For all the Disney fans.
This is the first alien I could think of. that comes to mind.
It was a solid one.
Yeah, it's not like it's not a real well thought out one, but
Yeah.
It
they're
was
like
thought
instead
out.
of God, maybe an alien. Sorry, continue.
It's all right. So there's a bunch of stories like that, and we can see people trying to find a reasonable explanation about the power around the Ark of the Covenant. But just to give an idea here, if you don't treat it well, if you don't carry it with specific instructions, you'll die.
Right.
Or
so
if
they're-
they weren't like sanctified enough or something like that, right?
No, you gotta be.
Didn't the priests have to have like a robe?
No, this is a
Rope tied around their ankles
there
with a
is
bell?
no. There
That
is a
was in the
second thing.
temple.
There's a second thing. That
Isn't
was
that for the ark though?
no, but carrying the ark
of it.
and being in the presence of the ark was 2 different jobs.
Oh.
Carrying the ark was the
Levites.
Levite's job, but being in the presence could be the high priest Lord. and there's no bloodline related to it. As far as I know, I can be completely wrong.
I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
priests had to be Levites as well.
I do too. I kind of remember that. So,
That was-
but it's kind of their isn't their family business to keep the temple and good care and take care of the heavenly things by this time. So it makes sense you say that it has to be a Levite family. So we have two guys here who died. So Uzzah, that is in 2 Samuel 6 verse 1 to 7. So he had an amazing idea, like, wow, this is so heavy. Why would you just get a ox, just tie an ox and let it just let the ox do the
Not a
job.
bad idea though. Like,
God said that.
So what happened was, so the ox stumbled, and then Uzzah trying to, it's good. And then boom, there was
when he touched it.
he touched it.
So
Oh.
his ox stumbled. He tried to hold
He
it.
trying to hold
Okay.
it, and he died in the same time,
That's
immediately.
Man.
Just like, dude, you're done. So at the moment he touched the ark, God struck him down, and he died. This is like you need to really take care of the things of God with the way that He wants us to do. So this is what the message about it.
And
And
then
then,
taking shortcuts.
It's like Indiana Jones when he like his face
face
melted
melted.
off.
oh
That scene when
Scared
I
me.
was young freaked the crap out of me.
wow,
It was
You know
ridiculous.
why? There's a conspiracy to why people believe when you touch it, you died. Not just God. They thought it was an electric capacitor.
like
So
a
there was, like-
radioactive device.
Yeah, like
I've
there was
seen
like
it.
electricity, and so
You
it
think-
would explain why when people touched it, they instantly died. I don't know if they didn't really have electricity, but like it was like, I don't know if lightning. I don't know. It was a pretty wild device, and so
See,
It's a wild time.
I don't know if I subscribe to the ancient aliens thing, but I definitely am not discrediting it because the pyramids are way too ridiculous.
That's
gotta-
another conversation.
yeah,
we
we
Pyramids
have.
are
we gotta
way
we
too
gotta
ridiculous.
ASAP.
we have to save that for
But
another podcast.
so
I got a lot
I
to say.
looked up what you were talking about with like the items inside.
Mhm.
It was a golden pot with manna,
There we go, man.
and then Aaron's rod that budded,
there we go.
and the
that was the one.
tablets of the covenant.
Yeah, that was the right
so
term.
the rod that turned into a snake in the presence of Pharaoh, right?
No,
Was that Aaron
Wasn't
or
that
No, no,
Moses' rod?
no,
I'm
no,
pretty
no.
sure they were both
no,
there.
there's another one.
No, yeah, you're right.
No, there's another one. It's related to be the prophet, and whoever branch sprout or became alive, even being cut out of the tree, will be the chosen one.
Gotcha.
So that was the one that they put inside. Like, can you imagine, like, you cut both ends of the stick and then it sprouts, like, beautiful, with no water, no nothing, just miraculously, just
So
become
that dude,
alive.
That dude died. And
That
then-
dude died. There's another people who died, men of Beth Shemesh. So these people look inside of the Ark of the Covenant. So like, let's take a pic, let's see what's going on inside of this. And then like they open it, died. Also,
Whoa,
just like
hold
Indiana
up,
Jones.
But like that first guy just
Touch
touched
it.
it to catch it from
yeah,
falling.
these people here, the Bible does not mention if they touch it or not, but they looked inside of
They
it.
probably got a stick and we're like,
Maybe
Like,
that's
that
right.
guy
Like that guy died, so let's grab a stick or
Exactly.
something. Let's
Push
take a
off the
Exactly.
pic. So yeah, they died as well because they're trying to look inside of
say
it.
take a pic or take a peek.
Peek.
Okay.
Sorry,
That's
peek.
so mean.
A picture.
I'm sorry, I don't-
Yeah, it's a translation thing. Yeah, accent. Sorry. But also, I mean, we're talking about a bunch of bad stuff, right?
Yeah.
So the Ark of the Covenant also represents blessing. So we have a few examples here. I mean, my favorite one is when the Ark was after this incident, right? King David was afraid after the deadly ones, where the guy trying to stop the Ark for, falling on the ground. So after this incident, King David was afraid and decided not to bring the Ark to Jerusalem. So instead,
Freaking King David, man.
he's legend.
You say that.
He
The reason
took
why,
him
we
to
don't
the.
know where it is. He moved it.
I think he kept it safe somewhere. So
Somewhere.
instead,
I think I know where it is.
hold on. Let me finish this thought here. So so he just said, okay, I'm not gonna take this to Jerusalem right now. So let's take this and place in the house of Obed-Edom. So it's a guy. So he like, okay, Obed-Edom, can the ark stay in your house? Like, sure. I mean,
Stay in your house.
I don't touch it, all right?
It has its
Just
own
don't
room,
touch
its own
it.
bathroom.
You know how like the cats like get on like pianos
So-
and like windowsills. So just, the
This
cat
little
goes
ark.
on to.
Sorry, Cat
But
people.
but the cool thing is he was also a Levite. Levite?
Levite.
Yeah, he was also Levite, so he was okay to transport and do the things.
Okay.
And then he stayed in his house. And the thing is, in 2 Samuel 6 tells like while the ark was in his house, God blessed Obed-Edom and his entire household, which was seen as a result of his proper reverence and care for the ark. So the blessing included prosperity and growth for his family and fields. Like everything related to his family, everything related to his belongings was, prosper. So Antonio is making noises here, and Bruno, the producer, is laughing. So just letting you know what's going on in the back.
He just pulled out the giant.
Biggest water bottle.
We're gonna
I've
keep
ever
all of
seen.
this. We're gonna keep all of
He laughed
this.
because all you heard was like,
A little square.
You did it right next to the microphone.
I tried moving away.
Anyway.
All right.
ASMR.
Anyways, and then of course the ark was moved to Jerusalem later on.
That's
so,
when David danced naked in the streets, right?
Well, when King David heard about the blessings and then he decided to bring the ark to Jerusalem, this was a time that was transferred with great care, and the journey was marked by sacrifices and celebration. Well,
And then
I'm
now
not
we
sure.
don't know where it is.
I'm not sure, but I believe there's something like that.
David saw the blessings
And then he
and brought it to Jerusalem.
to Jerusalem, like, oh, I want this stuff.
Why did you say
To Jerusalem.
that it's not there?
What?
Because
I'm saying David was moving it, and then now it's when in the movement in the relocations is when, because the last time it was known to be found was like 2,600 years ago,
where?
when David moved it into
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Into Jerusalem?
To
Okay.
Jerusalem.
Into
That's the
Jerusalem,
last
yeah.
known location.
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
got you
just
now.
just to close this
Oh.
topic over here. Yeah, I want to make a parallel between Jesus and the ark.
Okay.
So
He
we
moved
all
around
know,
a lot?
huh?
That he moved around a lot?
Kind of.
Nobody could touch him.
Well, yeah. No, yeah, people could touch Jesus.
No, yeah, I was about to say.
No,
There's
they
a couple
did.
of miracles.
They did, and power came out of him, and
He was very
he
Bach-shaped.
healed the woman.
He
Right?
touched them, they didn't touch him.
Jesus and the ark. So I want to create a parallel over here.
Okay.
So, in the Old Testament, access to God was primarily mediated through a high priest. So this guy, pretty much the temple was a bigger space, and then there's a second space where the ark was kept, and then a curtain was separating both rooms, or something was separating both rooms.
It's called the Holy of Holies, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And there the ark was kept with all the elements and everything. So he went over there.
Charismatics love
Holy of Holies.
this like
Yeah.
metaphor for this
Uh-huh.
preaching.
Because
Sorry.
you've got a pretty charismatic background. Okay.
Oh, I do too. You cannot step up on the altar in sin, or you're gonna just fall down and burn.
Yeah, they're like the holies of holies. Anyways, keep
Yeah,
on.
there's a really
It's
big
getting
deal.
flashbacks.
I know. So the high priest could not enter the holy holies. That is the separate place. If he has committed any sin or something like that, he has to be in perfect shape to go and do the things. So only once a year, on the day of the atonement, the Yom Kippur, this was done with great care and a specific
Yom Kippur,
ritual.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Jewish holiday.
Mm-hmm.
New Year, right?
Uh-huh.
Jewish New Year.
And the high priest would sprinkle blood of sacrificed animal and mercy seed and the mercy seat of the ark, symbolizing God's forgiveness of the people's sin. So this was sacrifice, right? Sacrifice, bringing this to the presence of God, so people can be forgiven. So my parallel here, like Jesus changed everything. So when Jesus, with Jesus' sacrificial death, as described in the New Testament, Jesus, who was often referred as the high priest in the order of Melchizedek, Hebrews 6:20. He made the ultimate sacrifice, not with the blood of an animal, but his own blood. And his death on the cross is seen as the final perfect atonement for the humanity's sins.
Okay.
So this is like he took our place. This is where our salvation comes from. This is why we have direct access to God. We don't have to go through a veil anymore. The veil actually was torn apart. And this is amazing because this established a relationship between God and us through Jesus. We don't have to go through anybody else to get our answers
Cut out the
received.
middleman.
Cut out the middleman.
We don't need middleman.
We don't need that. Jesus give us, he's God, and we can go straight to him. And this is amazing. I mean, I just want to emphasize this parallel.
No, that's awesome.
I think that's a reason why I've got like no. Hang on, let me try that again.
Okay.
I think that's the reason why I don't really buy into like the Catholic kind of vibe because the Pope acts as the middleman in that sense.
He does.
Priests too.
Priests too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
you have to
saints.
go to like a booth to confess all your sins,
Yeah, but
and
also-
then he will take your confessions to God for you. He's like the mediator,
Right.
not just the Pope.
Yeah,
So
but
then, what's the need of
no,
the Holy
but like
Spirit then?
the Catholic Church also believe that Mary is a mediator.
Mm-hmm.
Mary's like,
Yeah, that's why you
hey,
do
Mary,
like 12 Hail Marys.
Yeah, hey Mary, go
The
before me
saints,
and do this for me.
I might be wrong because I haven't refreshed my
Catholicism.
my Catholicism in a minute because I don't really worry about it too much. But the saints are still living technically, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
Yeah.
we don't see them, but they are alive. Like Jesus is alive.
Mhm.
Like, does anyone have any facts about that? Or
No,
No, I've
I
heard
don't.
that as well. I mean, I'm not.
It's
I haven't
it's
refreshed
something
my
in
Catholicism.
that way, but
Yeah.
we kind of talked about this on our last episode
Yeah.
of just like talking about the different religions.
Mhm.
I have a question.
Denominations.
What did I say?
Religions.
Religions,
Yeah,
denominations.
denominations.
Thank you.
It's still Christian
Thank you,
church.
thank you, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Catholicism still.
Catholics will probably.
It's still a
get
Christian
that.
church. Christian church.
I don't know. They really like to drink wine. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you've seen some
I-
Baptists?
I've been to some churches' weddings where I've seen people throw down. I'm like, okay, like you know what's also crazy? We should have a conversation about this.
We should
There are
have.
the charismatic like denomination. They are like anti-drinking,
Yes,
and anti
they are.
anything else.
Yeah.
But they're the crazy ones. Like
Yeah.
they are like, hey, like
Crazy in a good sense.
crazy in a good sense. Like
crazy
they
in a
are
good sense.
more they are more free in worship and they
Very spirit driven.
spirit driven, and it's beautiful. I was a part of the Assemblies of God. With Youth of the Mission is Assembly of God organization. I'm all about that. So
Something that that charismatics get right is the emphasis on the spirit.
absolutely.
Absolutely is.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because they're just like anti that, but the ones who are more conservative are like, yeah, let's get to drinking.
Yes, we do.
It's just-
So where do you think where do you think the ark is now then?
Thank you. That was my question that I never asked.
I believe the ark now it's in Jerusalem, hidden somewhere.
I think it's somewhere else.
I think it's in the
You think
Vatican.
it's somewhere-
The Vatican.
the Vatican.
I've been there. I
Wow.
looked
Yeah.
for it. I was
Libraries and coffins and
Well,
stuff.
they have undergrounds. They have like a whole underground system.
Vatican.
They
of
do.
where-
They do
like-
have a whole underground system with a huge library. They kept all the like treasures and stuff.
That's why I
It
think that
could.
that's why I think that one's plausible, just because they're known to have different like archaeological items.
What do you think,
locked away.
DJ?
It probably is in the Vatican, but I like this idea better.
Ah.
Look at this little church.
All right, let's see.
I'll send this to you.
Very humble.
It is in Ethiopia, in Axum. Is this?
Axum?
No, that's Africa. Axum and no, but Axum.
The coffee shop?
AKSUM. Axum is a place in Africa. 'cause
No,
they-
that's the
they,
city.
Oh,
In
The
Axum.
coffee shop.
no, it is.
Yeah.
No, it's,
No way.
it's not.
Because
similar.
Axum is in Africa, where that church. That's besides the point. It's a coffee shop nearby, and it is guarded. It is guarded at all times. It's in a church called the Cathedral of Saint Mary of Zion.
The cathedral?
Do it again.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
Okay. No. We're keeping it. You know why? I preached 3 times today. Okay, I'm tired. I have talked so much today. Like I
Do
have
it
done
again. Do it again. Do it again.
Cathedral?
the Cathedral of Saint. Why is it always me? It's the freaking meteorologist thing.
And I am the immigrant.
The Cathedral of St. Mary of Zion. Author Graham Hancock spent a considerable time in the early 1990s, and he got to know several of the priests who claimed to have guarded the Ark of the Covenant. He made specific reference to how quickly these chosen priests seemed to become ill and die shortly after taking the position. He also claimed that one of the priests in particular stated to him completely, as a matter of fact, that the Ark resided within the small church. A story in 2011 appeared online that even claimed the Ark was going to be relocated from the church in question due to a leak in the roof.
Oh my gosh, it could be the place.
So, but here's the other thing, though. Do you think the Ark of the Covenant has the same power as it did
I believe so.
before? But do you think Jesus kind of replaced that, or did the power go
We
away?
don't need to go through the rituals that we used to have before Jesus, because when Jesus died, he made a new covenant with us. So a new covenant
Yeah.
was created. So the old one is the old
Yeah.
one. So we don't have to practice that anymore. So this is my belief. So because of Jesus, we don't have to follow those traditions
But
anymore.
you still think it has?
But
do
you still think
do you
it has.
things can be anointed? Like, because
I think God,
If Jesus
like
touched this, do
no,
you think it's anointed?
no, I think
It means something special.
if God anoint himself something like the ark,
I'm
I
on
believe.
board. I'm on
Yes.
board with that.
Not with some, okay, let me just bring some oil here. Now it's anointed.
But Jesus,
That makes sense.
But Jesus could touch something, but unless he
Jesus
was
is
just
God.
like,
I mean,
yeah. So
yeah.
but Jesus was like, I anoint this, then it's anointed. But if he just touched something and he didn't like
No.
actually anoint it,
Yeah.
See, I'm a very sentimental guy, so like I hold on to like scorecards and
Yeah.
receipts and things like that from events that mean a lot to me. Like I would love to see like the Vatican and that kind of what'd you call it?
Architecture and the things. And
Not architecture, but like the locker room full of like
The
Don't
objects.
record the Sistine Chapel. I got screamed
You
at.
can't take photos in the Vatican either.
I walked in with my GoPro like this, and the guy was like, "Smack!" And I was like, "I didn't know." And then
Then
I was just,
catacombs.
and then I had it like this. So I got a recording of it.
For
I
you,
think I
it's-
lost it.
It's like catacomb. They're like inside.
catacombs. That's the word. Yeah, I'd love to see things like that have like significant church history value. But like, do I think that they're anointed or
not at all.
things like that? No, not
I don't
really.
think so.
I think it creates like, I don't know. I'm going to Israel in October for the first time, and I think when we read these stories, it's like stories until I'm actually there and I can see it. Like it's just going to become more real to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's going to increase my faith or anything like that, or I'm going to feel more
I think
spiritual.
I think it will because it's
It'll help
literally
me.
coming off the page.
I'm
you know?
I'm more of a tangible person, and I'm a critic. So like I need to see things to believe things a lot of the time, and I just think it's just gonna be a really cool experience.
So like if the Ark of the Covenant is still holds significant value, then I don't see how it could after Jesus came and we have the Spirit.
Good point.
But it's like if I go and sacrifice a lamb, that's not going to atone for my sins.
Correct.
No, yeah. But listen, the ark was not like you could not turn it on and off just because of the sacrifice.
Things gnarly.
Yeah. So the ark was just hanging around. There was just people was carrying the ark and it was killing people.
Because it was
He
the
has-
presence of God.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So
But
that's what I'm saying. Like
because of Jesus gave us free access to the presence of God.
What
The
would
presence
be
of God
the
is no,
need?
it's no
Yo,
more detained.
The presence of God is like electricity. That's why you get goosebumps.
You're so.
You get out of here.
Oh my gosh. Now here we
Can
go.
we
Assembly
make a
of God
circuit and hold
mode.
hands right now, please, guys?
Oh my gosh. I think this conversation is done.
Yeah.
he
Don't
just-
don't let me get really
Just took
thinking.
it. It's like a
Take us
Because I
home.
have no facts with my thoughts.
honey, bring cow around.
all
Bro, I gotta
feelings.
about to put her down. You know?
All feelings, no facts.
Take me home.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you got something out of this. If you liked it, leave a comment. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Like the video. Subscribe.
And
He's not here.
I won't be
All
here.
right. Yeah, you're leaving.
I think we need to like.
This is why I have my
'Cause
vacation shirt on.
He's going on vacation, but talk about like you're able to go back to Brazil after this long
Yeah.
By
time.
the time this comes out, you're
Zeal.
So by the time this comes out, I'm gonna be there. So for the next episode, I'm gonna be probably shooting some stuff from there and send it to you guys, and you guys can use it in the next
But
episode.
when's the last time you've been home?
7 years ago.
So this is the first time you've been able to leave and come back.
Yes, because if you want to do everything right under the book as a American immigrant, you gotta wait here for a certain time so you can get your documents processed and everything.
I'm happy for you.
I'm so happy to go.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, everything worked out. I'm good.
Good.
And now I'm finally able to go and see my parents, see my family. It's been 7 years without
Bro.
seeing them. I mean, they have no idea that I'm going. And I'm just gonna show
Oh, you're gonna surprise them?
It is
They're
gonna be
gonna-
a surprise.
They're gonna
They're
one
gonna
cry
poop
and then
themselves.
be like, "Wait, who is this guy?"
is Larissa gonna video it?
No, I'm just going by myself.
Oh, Larissa.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, because it
wow.
was like a last minute trip. Was not planned at all because my grandmother, she's 94 years old, so I
Wow.
gotta run it. Like I gotta go see her before God take her. And then I'm going because it's the last opportunity I could find before the end of the year because church schedule
Gets crazy
gets
for
so
you guys.
crazy by the end of the year, so I cannot do anything after that.
That's fine.
No, it's
Actually, gets
not.
pretty chill in the student ministry. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I like fade to the
not
background.
not for tech ministry. Okay.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
It does.
We get amped.
Oh
We get
gosh,
amped.
no.
That's cool.
And I'm going as soon as I can. So I'm going on Friday next week.
Bro,
When
excited for
when you get back, I want to learn about your path to citizenship and just the process.
100%. Yeah, I tell you everything. I did everything.
We're gonna move to Brazil.
over
We're
the
gonna
line.
do the opposite.
I'm not moving. to
Oh,
Brazil.
don't do that. Don't do that. I'm telling you.
Vai Galo.
Bye, Gallo. There we go.
Obrigado.
So,
Meio
but
no
we-
e
So you're
teja.
going on
I'll just say
vacation.
but
So someone's going to have to take your place.
That's right. Someone
So tune in for the next episode for a special guest.
special guest, amazing guest.
I'm
Love this
so
guy.
excited
You
about
guys are
this.
gonna love him.
It's gonna be good.
We're going to miss you.
Oh, I'm gonna miss
Have
you
a safe
too,
trip.
guys. Thank
Safe
you.
flight.
I will.
Safe travels.
Amen. Mm-hmm.
Let's lay hands on him, guys. Do a little prayer. Bruno, come on. Come over here.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
The views, information, or opinions expressed during Online Community Podcast series are solely those of individuals involved and do not necessarily represent those of Family Church, its members, or employees.